I might want to watch this, but I already kind of seen. She's so beautiful. Let's watch it. We're watching it. Fuck it.
Did you know you can AFK Bloods and Zaya whilst learning to code in Python? Go to
Nobody cares.
boot.dev.
All right.
Stuff, and I'm like, does nobody hear that? Does nobody hear it? He's like, yeah, no, it's for the vibe. I'm like, what about my ears? I gotta sing this all the time. What's up, guys? I'm Kehlani,
I'm Tx.richard.
and we're gonna take you behind the song "Folded."
Folded.
She's so beautiful, dog. You know how old she is?
Once I brought the beat into
Hold
the
on.
writing room,
How old is Kehlani? Let me look it up on my phone. Kehlani age. She's 30. Why did I think she was older? Cause that's like no shade. Beautiful regardless. For her to look like this in 30? Cause she had a kid. That's why I feel like I thought she was a little bit older. I mean, she had her kid young. She is fucking gorgeous.
and we had the guitar part down. I just kept freestyling "Come Pick Up Your Clothes" in that melody over and over and over again. I knew for a fact that I wanted to make sure that I captured that super nuanced, sticky, I don't want to be done with this kind of thing in this verse. And I really wanted to make sure that by the second verse, there was an emotional difference. I think when you're having a conversation, in a real life conversation, it starts a little softer. And then as you start to like recant things and really hear yourself say things out of your mouth, you're like, wait, I got more to say and I'm a little more emotional about it. And then there comes that really fun post hook, the "I'll Let Your Body Decide," which is like, I think people think it's really sexual, which it kind of is. But if to me, it gave more like when your body feels that.
I ain't gonna lie. Thought this whole thing was about sex. So I re-listened to it a few more times. Okay. I thought it was about sex. Clearly it wasn't.
Discernment, like when you get
My mind just must be way the fuck over there. I need to bring my mind way the fuck back. Just saying though.
somewhere, and then I'm like, oh,
Melt.
right, and then I melt. That's my body having decided for me that I'm folded into the situation. Or you could walk into a situation and be like, this don't feel good for me, and like you should follow that discernment, paired with a little, it might go down and tell me how that feels. So
Bow chicka wow wow.
right, very much brown chicken wow wow energy. So yeah, hopefully that sums up the vast emotion that is folded. I had a whole nother album before this. I started working on this other album, but it was like really introspective. And I wouldn't say this one isn't, but it was like I'm making all of this in my room with just my engineer and packs of a gazillion beats. Like there's no one else involved. It was just me word vomit. And I ended up going to Hawaii and writing, doing some surfing, and I made one song. And
See, I want to do that this year. I want to surf. I knew someone was calling me. Maybe I'm gonna meet Kehlani surfing one day. You know what I'm saying? Did she just turn 30? Or she's like going on 31? Because that would be, she 4 years away from me. Let me get my money up or something. Man, shit. 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 Nigga, what?
after making that one song, which didn't even make the album, hilarious enough. After making this album, I sat around and me and my friend Isaiah, we look at each other and we go, it is so not time for this dark ass album. It is go time. Yeah. And I called him and we started working on, I feel like what sounded like even another album, same title.
Yeah.
And then we made a bunch of other songs that didn't make it.
Yeah.
And then we made Folded, and I wouldn't say that the success changed the album, but I think it gave me a lens into what my fans missed the most about me. But really, it kind of gave us a cool creative window into like, okay, let's just knock this thing out of the park. It's so silly of me to act like I don't need.
Oh my lord.
So we have an intro flourish.
Yo, what? I don't know what the fuck he just said. I don't give a fuck what he just said. Hold on, bro. Lord Jesus. I ain't even trying to be like that. I'm going on 26 years old. I'm a grown ass man. But Lord Jesus, even the beautiful women around her, they look good. But Kehlani, Lord Jesus. Okay,
The thing that was important for me with this was that it
I
was a
love that violin.
reintroduction of Kehlani. I love strings, and on various projects that I worked on, I've always, if there's an opportunity to do strings, I'm like, yo, let's do it. We just put together a bunch of runs, and they all kind of they come together.
That does sound like an introduction now that I think about it. If this was a, you know it, that's smart. Because now that I think about it, when I remember when I first heard this song, I heard the intro, I heard her voice. The first thing I thought was like, oh damn, she's making a comeback, or like she popping back out. And that's interesting. I didn't even think. It's funny how you see how producers think about shit like that.
Into, it just feels like royalty.
We need Bridgerton to call us.
Yeah, we need Bridgerton.
We need Folded for Bridgerton 2026.
But what it speaks to for me is that I do feel like she's the princess of R&B, and I do feel like I do feel like she's the one to take the crown. So the introduction needs to represent that. And the music,
Who would compete with her? He said that calculated too, because he said princess. So I'm assuming he's saying queen would be Beyonce. Princess would be who we got competing. Summer Walker, you know. Summer Walker got thought R&B music. Um, who's out there? Elema, you know. Um, what's that one girl I listen to all the fucking time? But I don't think this would be her generation or her era. Victoria Monet. Victoria Monet, some shit, yeah. Victoria, I don't think she get the props she deserves. She's not as big as Kehlani. Well, fuck, bro. Ugh, that's a toughie. I don't think she gets the props that Kehlani gets. She's known, but she's not at the. I don't think. I just want to put her at the level of Kehlani. But Victoria Monet, I know I'm missing some artists. Who would be the princess of R&B to you? I don't think that's a crazy claim.
music needs to represent that. This is actually a piano that DK, my boy, a co-producer on the record, put in here in the original beat.
You know, it always felt like Willy Wonka to me. In the most positive way. I'm a huge Willy Wonka fan, and I don't know what about that little piano part feels like this one part of Willy Wonka, and I wish I could remember.
Walking.
It feels whimsical.
It's whimsical. It really is.
It feels whimsical.
I feel like Folded is a whimsical beat in general.
Yeah.
Mute. Oh shit, hold on.
Y'all know what part I'm talking about of Willy Wonka.
The first thing we did on the track was the guitar.
I do.
The skeleton of the track
know
was
what
done
part
by
you're
DK and Dre Harris. I felt like it was missing a component. And me and her have always been trying to find this guitar line on a few songs. And I wanted it to feel artifacty and like a sample. So I threw it through auto-tune. Then I had a guitar tool rack on here, give it some tone. Yeah, and then on the original bounce, I put a little sketch cassette on here, but she has like perfect pitch, and she was like, "It's making it detuned," so I took it off.
I hear the slightest stuff, and I'm like, "Does nobody hear that? Does nobody ears hear it?" He's like, "Yeah, no, it's for the vibe." I'm like, "What about my ears? I gotta sing this all the time." We have a song called "After Hours," my single from my last project that I knew something was off. The drums were slightly out of tune, and it was that thing where he's like, yeah, nah, it's the vibe. And I'm like, but something is off. And then somebody made a video, and they were like, guys, I have perfect pitch, and the drums are a little off. And I was like, bro, I knew it. And we ended up replacing the audio on streaming platforms after tuning the drums correctly. And then we freaking posted it, and some people were like, the vibe was better before. But
like I said, but
that was the minority. The rest of everybody was like, oh, I can listen to it now. I was like, wow, you guys didn't know y'all had perfect pitch. Look at y'all, just learned something today. So,
I mean, this is a super vocal heavy record. The cool thing that she did was, her and Dixon built out this world. So it's a lead vocal for a majority of the record, for the beginning of the record. And then once you get into the hook, you start hearing the different layers.
I'm not a studio singer. Like, I cannot get down in studios for the most part. Like, it's very hard for me to write in rooms that are shut down and like closed and there's no windows and I can't just like look outside. So when I'm writing, like I have to work in a house. Don Mills, who played guitar on the song, has this really beautiful like bungalow studio space.
The Resort Miami.
Shout out to the resort. It was a blast, had a blast. Would go back over and over again. But that first day, I went in the room and Dre was playing this beat that he got from DK. And I was like, you're going to give me that? And I'm going to take it over there. And it was really fun to do because I just like had the mic in a closet in the house. And Dixon was walking me through all these like harmony options. And there's a really funny video somewhere of me really trying to get that yeah, over and over and over again just because it was really high. I don't even think it was that. It was the door.
Yeah.
That is so high. It was this. Yeah.
She's so talented, dog. I feel like I'm blazing. I ain't calm down. I'm blazing like a motherfucker. But she can sing. She can sing. She can sing like she knows how to sing. Like, you know she went to church.
Throughout the song, just to add like a little texture, we put a vinyl kind of thing going back there, so it feels like it's an old school record, or we cut it to tape.
Ambiance.
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 So these are the original drums that DK had in there, and then I just beefed everything up, you know, just added an extra kick, extra hat, and then extra snare, extra hat, just accentuating the groove, and then don't forget the vinyl. This bass line really moves the song. The main sound transitioning out of the first hook into the second verse is going to be the string. That's the thing that I think sets it off. String and guitar. So let it simmer, then bring in. No matter what you do to switch the story up, I know. And once again, it's just a reintroduction. She's coming in with more energy, and it's like she's arrived. She's here to smack shit up.
I mean, I think setting out from the beginning of the era, we wanted to dance from the beginning to end. I think there was a special thing that I noticed about Aaliyah videos where unless it was like a cameo, there usually wasn't a love interest. And that, as a little girl, got me to be able to watch her and be like, this is about her. I also have this funny habit where people like to pair me with every single person that I appear in a music video with, even if they're a random actor I hired from Los Angeles. You know, featured artist or not, they just pair me with everyone. So I was like, you know what, coming into this era, like, I just want this to be about me. So I was like, man, it's time to dance. You can't play me any song that has a strong drum pattern and it doesn't feel danceable to me. I see a lot of people all the time like, this didn't require dancing. I'm like, oh, but it did. We've been getting in arguments, not us, but the internet doesn't know what structure that this song has. This song doesn't have a pre. Everybody thinks Come Pick Up Your Clothes is a pre-hook, and I'll Let Your Body Decide is the hook. But there's no pre. It just goes verse, hook, post hook. Just to clarify that for anybody wondering. I'll let your body decide if this is good enough for you.
The cool thing about the vocal stuff here is that I incorporated like a reverse reverb. So it kind of makes it feel like a ghost. And whether if this relationship is like fading out or coming back in or
what the fuck? I hate when people be doing random ad-libs. Spooky.
or, you know, whatever, but it haunts you regardless, right? And so it's kind of a cool effect right here.
Already folding it for you. Already folding it for you. I'll let your body decide.
Look at them layers, dog. Look at them layers. You see how many times she layers her voice? Wait, where is it? So this got 1, 2. Wait, is these ad-libs? So she layered it twice. And I think these right here are the ad-libs with it. Interesting. I heard I think it's Michael Jackson's Thriller. That shit was layered like crazy.
It's almost feel like she's in another universe.
Oh, I'm tripping. I think it's Billie Eilish song, "The Ocean Eyes," layered like a motherfucker.
ECPI gave me all
I
the
don't know why I
skills I
thought Michael
needed to
Jackson. I
really
think
make an
Michael
impact
Jackson's
in the tech field.
it's the same way.
This all started just from us doing a session in Miami. We had called in a big brother of ours and really good friend and amazing producer, Dre Harris, who put us some ideas, some sketches that was done by him and DK, my guy right here. DK the Punisher, amazing producer. Snatched it, started adding elements to it, whether it was guitar and strings and, you know, beefing up drums and figuring out the bass pocket. It was literally a team effort, and it just turned into like, you know, it was a relay race, and she took it home.
So I actually started with, I had like a whole other vibe going, and then I just
This nigga look like he makes beats. I ain't gonna lie to you.
kind of got frustrated, and I like scrapped everything except the drums. I just liked the bounce of the drums, and then I had the like piano thing going, and I was just vibing to that for a minute, and then I just started playing the Rhodes sound. This is really just like a day, just at the crib, like vibing on ideas, just trying to get something going, just like a normal day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just felt good, like.
His damn dreads were so strong that them shits is moving
Yeah, just trying to
around
get something
his
going.
ear forward. Look how strong. Look at this. Look how strong his fucking dreads are. That he don't feel that. He don't feel that shit right there. That's probably why this nigga smiling. Whole ass nigga. Yo, that shit hurt.
Like a normal day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just felt
Hey, GK, huh? Huh? GK, hell, huh?
good. Like it just felt good once I started building it.
They hadn't started anything. Like, Dre literally opened his computer and he was like, well, I got some stuff. Like, let's just go through them. And he's played that one and I was like, wow. And then he played the next one. I said, no, wait, go back. And I said, I know you want to play other stuff. That's fine. But like, while I heard it and I'm excited, just give me that. And I took it in the other room, so.
There were some other parts too. There was like this little guitar part. Yeah, just like little accents I like to add, just to add more to the vibe without like overcrowding it with a bunch of instruments, because I always want to like leave it open, leave like space for a vocal. It's just like a lead from this Juno plugin I have, just to add some ambiance and some vibe to it.
I've never even heard this. I think this album, I Want You to Feel, which there isn't really any pronouns on this album, I think, but it's less about a conscious non-pronoun existence and more like I'm not explaining a situation for someone to watch from the outside. I want you as a listener to be in the situation, whether you are singing the song as my perspective or you are hearing it and feel like I'm singing it directly to you. If I'm in a conversation, I'm not really saying, hey, girl. Yeah, girl. Then I'm saying you and you and you and I and I and me and we. Like that's the conversation if I'm really having it with you. And if I'm telling somebody to come pick up their clothes, I'm not stepping outside of that to remember, oh, I'm singing a song. No, I'm just having a conversation. There's also no cuss words in the song.
Yeah, there's no cuss words in
We
this
didn't
song.
leave a single stone unturned. I didn't want to waste a second. There's just vocabulary in that thing.
Yeah.
When I heard about the Grammy nominations, I was on my couch because he woke me up really early. I didn't even see the actual nomination. My manager called me, and you text me like a winky face. He just texted me a wink. For me, it's the fact that no matter what happens, I feel like we changed R&B this year. And we changed the conversation. We sparked a conversation. We kind of reintroduced some things to the conversation that wasn't happening before. And it feels like so much larger that the nomination felt like kind of like icing on the cake.
For sure.
I don't wake up and think about let's make the music to get the Grammy.
Yeah.
So when it happened, it was just like, okay, is everybody, we good? Let's check in. We good? Let's keep going.
You know what? I wish she would put this out. I wish you would put this out this year rather than last year, because I think she would have won that shit. Because who won that? Who won the Grammy? Beat folded. Or is it for this year? I might be tripping. It might be for year for this year. Okay, so wait, it was Luther. Luther won. See, and you know what? Ugh, I'm not mad about this win, but this song to song focus is better. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Song to song focus is better. Um, and that's just me personally. I think if she would put this out this year, she would have won that motherfucker though. But since she put it out during like Luther, I know Luther got played so much, I'm tired of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Which Focus getting played the same way, but I just like the song way more. Um, yeah, nah. I ain't mad that they won, but at the same time, a lot of that winning came from right after Drake's win. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't agree with this. I think she should have put this out in 2026. If I was, bro, if I was her, whoever helps her make decisions like this, I would be like, put that bitch out in 2026. But as she said, I think she did the right thing. At the end of the day, she followed what her spirit told her to do. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker going. I haven't heard the album though. I do need to hear the album. But yep, that's it for this one. Till next time. See y'all later.